Creativity, a superpower like none other, one of the greatest reasons for the world's existence, the reasons for success, culture, history, and many more. I'd like to discuss what it is, how it works, and its importance in education and life. One of the biggest challenges in the world today is the struggle with creativity. What is creativity? It is the use of the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work. So how does creativity work? Creativity is built off a series of knowledge. Without information, creativity runs short. It is what connects our ideas and allows us to understand why things function as they do. Creativity branches off knowledge. It is what helps an individual problem solve their way out of trouble. What about the brain? Researchers have found that creative thinking and optimal brain function has been linked. Brain integration was defined by these researchers as mind-brain development, and they were measured by tracking the frontal brain waves of 21 different engineering students. These waves connected different regions of the brain, and they tested how powerful the students' attention levels were, as well as preparation responses. They examined how efficient a brain reacts to a stimuli. The engineers fell between the 70th and 90th percentile in terms of creativity. Those who exhibited more flexibility or originality in verbal or figural creativity tests had higher levels of brain development. So why is creativity important in education? Researchers have found that stress kills creativity. Constraints in the public education system, such as standardized testing, curriculums, or simply fast-paced and stressful courses, can be detrimental to creativity. According to the New York Times article, Learning to Think Outside the Box, critical thinking is no longer sufficient in education. Creative thinking moves beyond mere synthesis and evaluation. It is the higher order skill. How can it be incorporated into education? Backstory time. In my junior year of high school, my biology teacher spent hours lecturing us on how to learn. We were learning how to learn rather than learning biology itself. The majority of our textbook learning happened at home, and many students even accused the teacher of not teaching. Suffice to say, my dear teacher was teaching us something more valuable. She spent class time having us create concept maps in order to connect biological ideas together. We did problem-solving projects or mythbusters as exams. The tests we took were often related to presentation or some other form of art. From my teacher, I learned more ways to learn than public education has ever taught me. As crazy as she appeared, it made me love biology, and I decided to continue it in college. In school settings, creativity needs to be fostered in order to grow individuals, successful students. Researchers conclude that creativity should be considered a core value for employees who want research success, along with honesty, fairness, and open-mindedness. So how can we build this creativity? Step 1. Broaden your knowledge. Expanding your base knowledge through education and learning is a key factor in building off a foundation. Diverse knowledge is critical for interconnection, which is the basis for creative support. Step 2. Seek out challenges. Just like the goldfish is flying, seek out challenges that are nearly impossible or impossible. Take on problems that may not have a solution, such as making yourself fly. Old ideas that compete with what is impossible leads to growth and new ones. Step 3. Spend time alone. Research shows that individuals who generate ideas on their own and then meet up with a group afterwards come up with more and better ideas. Brainstorming with a group was found to be suppressive towards individual ideas. If you have talented and motivated people, they should be encouraged to work alone when creativity or efficiency is the highest priority. Step 4. Spend more time alone. According to Time magazine, authoritative figures such as your boss can disrupt your creative thoughts and replace any ideas that appear impossible with non-creative ones. As a result, working at home turns out to be more beneficial to creativity.
Step 5. Be messy. An organized, well-cleaned table may lead to better behavior, but a messy art room will lead to a more creative and passionate thinking. Classrooms that are a bit more soiled provide a more friendly atmosphere for students and their involvement in class.
Step 6. Do not procrastinate. This is stress. On days of the most extreme time pressure, the professionals in our study were 45% less likely to come up with a new idea or solve a complex problem. There's a kind of pressure hangover, with lowered creativity, that can persist for 2 or more days. Step 7. Relax and record. People whose minds frequently wander are more creative and better problem solvers. Recording down ideas can also lead to eureka moments, a must when it comes to learning. Finally, discuss, relax, and think. Step 8. Converse. With your friends, family, and instructors, you can be given feedback that will be beneficial to your new idea and concept. By being creative with people around you, you will be able to see perspectives you could not imagine before. A survey in 2010 revealed that creativity is the #1 asset to success. So what will it be? When will you learn?